Hi everyone, and welcome to my very first booktube video. So I decided to start my first ever video with something that I love doing best, and that is to go on a book haul. If you guys follow my Instagram, my bookstagram, you see that I go on a lot of book hauls, and this is the first time it will be captured on video, and it's quite a book haul indeed. So let's get started. That's not it. I am, book haul. I didn't expect to find so many books, and as you can clearly see, I did. So let's just get into it. First one I got was, I don't know if you can see this, it's too shiny, is The Prey by Tom Isbell. And this was one of the books that I put on my radar reads a few months ago. And with a country in ruins, the new government declared it the Republic of the True America, and post-martial law and separated all survivors into settlement camps. Now 20 years later, 3 16-year-olds uncovered the dark truth. All this time, why can't I read? They've been labeled less than. Feared by society, they're raised to be hunted for sport. Their only hope for survival is to escape with their friends or risk certain death. So, that sounds pretty cool. I need an action novel in my life. I feel like I've been reading a lot of dramatic, not boring, but very dramatic, serious stuff, and have to be thrown into a world of action like Hunger Games-y, Divergent-y world, and this seems very much like a mishmash of the Hunger Games, Divergent, Maze Runner, all in there, so very excited for this one. Next book is something, you probably saw a flash of it, is a series I'm probably very late to. Everybody else has read it, everybody and their grandmother has read it, and it took me some time to get on board, but I'm here, I'm on board, and I'm going to read this ASAP. And it is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page, and I'm really excited for this. I feel like I need a retelling in my life. You know, what am I talking about? I just finished like 2 Sleeping Beauty retellings in a row. I don't need a new retelling in my life, but I do need a retelling in my life. Do you know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. And I mean, it seems to have a pretty great fandom. It's about the Wizard of Oz. You can't go wrong with the Wizard of Oz. And I know it's supposed to be anti-Dorothy. As you can see, Dorothy, that's so stupid. Of course it's anti-Dorothy, because Dorothy must die. God, that's how I think. It's a girl who grew up reading about Wizard of Oz, and she gets sent to Oz to be recruited by the Revolutionary Order of the Wicked, and she's trained to fight, and she has a mission. Bum, bum, bum. I'm very excited to read this. In fact, I think I'm going to start reading it tonight, not tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I will, but I'm very excited. Yeah. Third book I have is something that I've been excited for the longest time. I've seen it on book Twitter accounts, on Epic Reads, on Bookstagrams, everywhere, and you will probably know what I'm talking about. There's only one book that caused this much hype in the book blogging universe in the past few months, and that is You Are My Queen. Seeing this in the bookstore, like, I've seen cover photos online, and it was one of those books that when you see it for the first time in real life and touch it, you're like, this can't be real. This is too. It's like seeing a celebrity in person, and now having it in my hands is quite nice. I do like it. Oh, it's about a renegade princess who's a spy, and there's magic involved, and magic is forbidden if she has magic, and so she tries to hide it, and she wants to claim her throne, and just all the good stuff you'd find in a high fantasy novel. It's supposed to be all here. And Orphan Queen. I mean, if you haven't heard of this book, you've been living under a rock. Literally. Under a rock. For the next book, I've lost count, is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. I was looking for the author name, couldn't find it. This is another one of my radar reads. I've been waiting for this for a couple of months, and for you guys who don't live in the US or the UK, or, I mean, I don't know, the US maybe, you would know that books make their way to our shores pretty late, and they don't get here at the time of the release date that it's supposed to get here. So, you know, you hear about it, you hear people reading about it, and you're like, where is my copy? It's not yet here. And that is something, that is a bone I have to pick with the customs department and the book shipping things and other people in charge of that. But anyway, this is The Conspiracy of Us, and it is supposed to be like a YA Da Vinci Code book, and she goes from Istanbul to Paris and they're supposed to be a secret society, and they're supposed to be in charge of everything, and like very Illuminati-like, and she's supposed to be the key that unlocks everything, and there's a conspiracy, as you can tell, and yeah, I'm very excited to read this. The second book I got was second? This is like my billionth book. What am I talking about? The billionth book I got was Renegade, and it is an old series. One of the few books on this list that hasn't been recently released. And it's one of those books that you've been staring at for the longest time in the bookstore. And you're like, should I get it? Should I not? And then you realize you have to go get it. And it's like sci-fi, dystopian-y. Oh! Since the age of 3, 16-year-old Evelyn Winters has trained to be daughter of the people in the underwater utopia known as Elysium. Selected from hundreds of children for her ideal genes, all her life she's believed that everything is perfect. Clearly, as these books go, she will find out that things are not perfect, but I'm loving the whole underwater part of the story. I hope there are mermaids. I don't know if any of you have read this. Leave a comment below if there are mermaids. Comment mermaids if you've mermaids. Yeah. What? Very excited to read. I've said that about all these books. I am excited to read them. No, that's gonna go on my TBR list. Shelf over there, and it's probably gonna stay there for a couple months, not a couple of years. But I will try to get through them and not shop. Let's see how long that lasts. Next book I have for my book haul is Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver, and Lauren Oliver is pretty much one of the biggest mainstays in YA literature. I don't know if you agree, but I think she's amazing. It is about, believe it or not, vanishing girls. About two sisters who've been very close, and then one cheated on the other's boyfriend with her, and then they stop speaking, and then one of them vanishes, and now they have to find each other. I think that's literally and metaphorically. The book is Listen Slowly by, I'm sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce this, by Tanhalai? Yeah, it's supposed to be about this, I think it's a middle grade book, and this girl who grew up in the States finds her roots in Vietnam, and she just finds herself and her family. Anyway, look at this cover, look how pretty, look how beautiful, look how... I'm loving the artwork on this book. And I gotta say, if I had to judge a book by its cover, it would have been this one. I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. Look how pretty! I can't get over how pretty it is. Pretty. Next book I got was The Fire Sherman by Francesca Haig. And if you'll notice, there isn't the title on the cover. There isn't an author's name on the cover. And actually, when I first saw this on Goodreads, I was like, when are they gonna come up with a real cover? I thought this was one of those temporary stock pictures they had, and apparently when I saw it in the bookstore, I was like, no, it's not. This was the cover, and I mean, that's kind of cool. I like it. And there's an apocalypse. There are twins. You know me. I'm all about twin plots. And all humans are born in pairs, the deformed omegas getting split from their flawless twins and exiled to bleak farming villages while the alphas exploit and oppress them almost unto death. But despite their claims of superiority, the alphas cannot escape one harsh fact. When one twin dies, so does the other. I mean, that doesn't get you hooked. I don't know what will. Next book I got is actually one that I started reading already because I just can't help myself. It is a book that, again, I read about everywhere on the internet. Everyone has been talking about it, and I just could not find a copy of it. And then I found it on a shelf, fully booked, and I almost burst into tears because it was amazing. It is The Merciless by Danielle, did I get it right? Danielle Vega. Everyone has been talking about how creepy this book is and how twisted, and I mean it's pink. How creepy can it get? And then you look closer, and there's a pentagram on the cover. She spells her name with an upside down cross. On the back, it says, oops, I said, "Forgive us, Father, for we have sinned." Those are not good omens. And then I opened it, and it said, "For mature audiences only." And that about scared the bejesus out of me. But I started reading it anyway, because that's just who I am this week. And so far it's not scary. I feel like it would delve less into jump scares and more into like twisted, vile acts of exorcism and torture than, ooh, a ghost. The next book I got was, my god, this is going on for forever, isn't it? I'm sorry guys, bear with me. City of Savages by Lee Kelly. Two sisters who are in the prisoner of war camp, and they search for the truth of what really happened, why Manhattan is now a POW camp, what happened in the war, and those typical things you'd find in dystopians. And I don't see what's wrong with having a nice formulaic dystopian novel, because it is comfortable. It's like, what's wrong with having chocolate chip cookies that you've eaten every day for the past 20 years? They're comfortable. Dystopians are like chocolate chip cookies. The final book I have for my book haul, I did not think it would take this long to get through a book haul, and I have newfound respect for the amount of energy that all the other booktubers have, because I am tired. Last book, we got this guys. It is my very first radar read, and it is The Fall by Bethany Griffin. This is a retelling of The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, and she wakes up in a coffin. It's about a sentient house. I am probably not gonna read this at night again. That is, it's not a nice cover. I mean, it is, but it's not a pleasant thing to look at. Oh, it's got twins. It's Madeline and her twin brother. You know, you just put the word twin in your plot summary, odds are I'm gonna grab it. So that was it for my first ever Easter Cuckoo for Books book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below which one your favorite book was. If you've read them, tell me what you think, and if you guys want me to do more book hauls, then just leave a comment that says please do more book hauls. I probably will do more book hauls. That's it for now, and see you guys later. Bye!